At Capella University, education is as smart as the world around us. With the FlexPath format, you can take classes at your own pace, set your own deadlines, and even leverage your previous experience to move faster. Now that's smart. Learn more at capella.edu. At Capella University, you're in control of your education. With the game-changing FlexPath format, you can set your own deadlines and move at your own pace. The faster you move, the more you save. Visit capella.edu to learn more.
Oh, 0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Khalid here with another episode of WHTVRINNIT. Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, WHTVRINNIT. Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, WHTVRINNIT. Yo, 1, 2. You know what, before we get into proceedings, I'm trying to, in some shape or form, monetize this podcast. I try to monetize everything I am doing. And, you know, navigating those waters, one template doesn't fit to all. You know, so you watch these YouTube videos of man saying, you know, I'm mashing 8K a podcast, rare, downloads, rare. But, you know, I just feel like it's some magical, mystical land that I don't know about. You know, a friend of mine, Alex, told me about, you know, using Anchor. Rare, looked around on that. They had a referral thing where you can get paid and they insert ads. But then when I'm preing it, it's like the program's not available in the UK yet. Plus, if I look at my podcast, I like the idea of uploading to somewhere like SoundCloud and still having control over that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to move into a different service, but I say that to say this, you know, if you want me to run an ad for you or something like that, holler at me, you know, give me the information, give me the product, let me test it, whatever. We'll talk peas and it can be done. If you didn't want to advertise anything, but you wanted to support what I'm doing, I have a Ko-fi page. Let me check what the URL for that is, car. You know, let me see, Ko-fi. I think it's that's ko-fi.com, and then it is, like everything else, 0800 Yo fam. It must be. Oh yes, it is. You know, that's pretty much the only way that you can support me at the moment. I was thinking to set up a Patreon, but I don't know how all of those things in that world works, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna look into it, because if you are a loyal follower, I don't know who it is, but there's someone that listens to a lot of my podcasts in East Croydon. There is someone that listens to all of my podcasts and they're tuned in from Caterham. Like, I've never heard of Caterham in life. Like, I've only seen that when I've been in somewhere like London Bridge or Victoria and it says Caterham. I've always wondered, like, what does Caterham look like? Is it like a village? Is Caterham a village? And, you know, it's got the train stations that look like Thomas the Tank Engine on them. Is that what Caterham is? Like, demystify that for me, I beg. Like, you can drop me an email or a message. You know, if you wanted to holler at me, it's holla, so HOLLA at 0800yofam.com. Drop me an email. Tell me about Caterham. Tell me about East Croydon. Like, I do not go to Croydon. Croydon has always been off the radar for me. Like, you know, Croydon, although where I live at the moment, it's probably like a 10-minute drive to Croydon. East Croydon, that is, because, you know, I've got on the train to Brighton, you know, got on the train to the airport when I went to Miami for my grandma's funeral last year. Like, Croydon is pretty close, but you know, for me, it's always been off the ends, like off the ends of the earth. And I know it's just Croydon, right? But Croydon is up and coming. Big up all of the Croydon crew. I am not like taking a piss out of you or anything like that. But to be honest, I just never go to Croydon. I don't know. I know a lot of people that live in Croydon, Fulton Heath and all of those places. But to be honest, the times that I've driven there, when I used to live in like in southeast London, like further up near the river, like Deptford, Greenwich, New Cross and all of those sides, getting to somewhere like Croydon, Fulton Heath, where else is there? Like, we call that Muckleland. Like, wherever it was always mad. Like, you always had to pass through Dulwich or Crystal Palace and then go on these windy roads. It was always mad. So, big up the Croydon crew for tuning in. Enough respect and that. No, actually, it's not East Croydon, it's South Croydon. I'm looking at my stats in SoundCloud right now. So let's see, let's shout out some other places. So top cities for my podcast, someone from Dublin. Imagine that, Dublin. 32 plays, and that's in the last 7 days. Big up you. I have 5 from in Bromley. I've got someone from Boardman in the United States. 3 from someone that lives in New Cross. I have Ashburn. I think that's Virginia. I'm not sure. Gravesend is representing. Maidstone, big up your chest and that. Big up the South End massive. Someone out in Brussels, Richardson in the United States. Big up whoever's in Camberwell, the Balham crew, Poplar, South Coldfield, Carshalton. Fucking hell, mate. Carshalton. Like, you only hear of Carshalton on those, like, car adverts or something. Our office is based in Carshalton. No one knows where the fuck it is, but for me, I picture, like, an industrial. Do you know one of those industrial warehouse sites where, like, there's not a high street? There is no high streets. There's just those industrial car parks where you have, like, Dunham, Furniture Direct, and a JD Sports, and maybe, like, an Asda or something. It's just like how Charlton looks. I don't know. But anyway, big up the Huddersfield crew, Surbiton massive. I got someone listening from San Francisco. Goleta, Houston, and Beckenham. Yo, actually, I got quite a lot of internationals. Big up your chest, innit? Wherever you are, wherever you're tuned in over this past few weeks, just know, innit, I have moved for 2 uploads per week. So every 4 days, you're going to get a podcast from me. It's going to be super gassy. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be nothing but the business. You get me? I know I've spent 7 minutes of this podcast on the intro. Like 7 minutes. I know. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to give a shout out to everyone. Everyone tuned in, and like I said, I'm trying to monetize this podcast. So if you want to support me, the support site I've got up at the moment is ko-fi.com/0800YoFam, and it's basically a site where you can support creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm operating a blog, I operate a podcast whilst writing, recording and publishing prose. You know, one day I hope to hit the big time, so, you know, give me a hand. Give me a hand, send some donations. Not even, you know what, fuck it, we won't call it donations, we'll call it appreciation funds. Because I know certain of you have laughed, you've cried, you've done whatever through listening to this. So yeah, big up your chest and that. But what business have we got today? I've got some business to take care of. I feel like I need to get into my bag on this one. And the title is self-explanatory. Yes, this is about Pret. You know, Pret have enraged me. It's one particular branch, innit? One particular branch, and it's the one that happens to be closest to my place of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyone that works with me, that knows me, knows that I always love Pret in it. Used to go in there, get the chicken avocado sandwich, you know, get the toasted free cheese sandwich with the spring onions and whatnot, but then lockdown happened and then we was going through Corona, so they was only doing the tuna. Used to get that certain time, but then they came out with a subscription. So what the subscription is, I think it's every month you pay £20 and, you know, you can get unlimited coffees, up to 5 a day, spaced in half-an-hour blocks, so every half an hour basically. And I signed up for the subscription because every lunchtime I go into Pret, I might get a chicken avocado sandwich and I might get a hot drink, so a matcha latte, and I really used to like them because there was so many natural milk options. But what I began to notice is, as they were doing the subscription, and that coincided with, you know, COVID measures in regards to, like, you know, the distancing, how the queues work, I feel like the one I was going into most regularly never handled themselves properly. Like, you'll go in there, you'll order, but then there wouldn't be a queue for those waiting to take an order. The whole thing, it would be convoluted and confusing. Another thing I started to notice as well is when I'm going to order my stuff and I say, hi, you know, can I get a pumpkin spice latte with oat milk? I always get alternative milk because obviously I'm lactose and that. But it's like when I ask my order, people are forgetting the oat milk side of it. And then when they forget it, the person brewing the drink throws a hissy fit, tries to get angry at me. And then I'm saying to the person who took the order, yo, I ordered oat milk in my latte, you know? And then they're like, no, you didn't. There's me, yes, but you didn't listen to what I was saying, you didn't hear me. And it's like the way the energy that's coming off them was terrible. So I went in there later on that afternoon, because obviously I went there before work, went there later on that afternoon, ordered again, and it's like the woman was trolling the woman that got the brewing wrong and whatnot, and was repeating the thing hundreds of times. So I thought, okay, let me just allow them on this stage and whatnot, like bygones be bygones and that. But then there were several more times that I went in there that they didn't, you know, take my my order for alternative milk. You know, I tried to order like a what's it? One of those do you know one of those chocolate fraps with the oat milk as well? Obviously, I know it's got traces of milk in there, but I'm like, yo, run the oat milk in there because it's not fatal. And they're like, we can't do it. And then the woman behind the counter is rolling her eyes and shit. And I thought, you know what? This is the last straw. Because I've complained already regarding wanting to cancel my membership. And also I've complained about the fact that it's always a convoluted experience when I go in there. Like, how many times do I have to tweet Pret and be like, yo, like, users are getting a lot of extra traffic here. You need to work out your customer journey. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do for a living. I figure out, and make sure customer journeys are as smooth as possible. And I feel like these people just wasn't really getting it. Plus, their customer service behind the counter in this particular branch has always been a bit terrible. So, from when the woman rolled her eyes at me, you know, I looked at her and I said, you know what? Me paying a subscription and all of these people paying subscriptions is keeping yous lot in business, because your supplies for that coffee is probably dead cheap because you're all buying them in bulk. So your markup must be crazy. But then if you get people paying £20 for 5 coffees, up to 5 coffees a day, when most people are probably only going to cash in one, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just thought to myself, I'm going to take my money elsewhere. Because you don't deserve my money. You don't deserve my customership. You know? I just thought, you know what? Fuck Pret. I really did think that. I thought, fuck Pret, man. They don't deserve my money. Imagine that, man, going there to order a little thing, hard at work and that, going there at lunch break, and they don't even want to put my natural milk in there. It's terrible. I ain't been in there ever since, innit? So I don't know what their problem is. But the mad thing is, when I'm up in Central and I go to the one on Argyle Street, them man bend over backwards to make my juice. You know what I'm saying? I just think, I don't know, man. Some people take their customers for granted, innit? If you can't handle the flow of traffic and you don't put measures in order for you to control that flow of traffic and stay composed. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And for me, you lost like a loyal customer. I don't think you understand. You know what I'm saying? Every blood clot lunchtime, I'll go in there and spend my money. And you don't want to treat me like that. Imagine that. Big £20 subscription, you know, and you're looking at me like just another breader. You must be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? You know how much people I encouraged to sign up for that blood clot, and you don't want to roll your eyes at me when I ask for like, oat milk. You must have lost your marbles. Can't treat people like that. Are you mad? Especially customers like me. I'm not having it. That reminds me of a Storming bar, actually. R.I.P. Storming and that. You know what I'm saying? We're not having it no more. All this bullshit getting me into war. Thinking about the next man I got a ball, man I got the floor, kick it to the belly and punch to the jaw. I'm raw. Hang tight, Storming. Rest in peace, brother. But yeah, to be honest, I've probably just given Pret a whole lot of free advertising because of the actions of a few idiots in the ranks. You know, I've just given them a whole lot of free traffic. I've explained their bloody subscription thing. You know, I've named the podcast title like their company name. So I've just given them bag of business. But yeah, I've cancelled my membership. I tried to get a pro-rated refund, and you know what they turned around and said? We are unable to do that. I was like, you know what? Fuck yous lot. When the payment method declined, on the first day I was supposed to pay my renewed subscription, that's what I should have cancelled. I could have got out of there. But you know what? Life is mad. Life will show you who's boss in it, because life showed me who's boss when they took my money, and the day that they took the money, the payment again, and it was successful, was the day that the people wanted to run up their mat and get rude to me, innit? So next time I will follow the sign. But yeah, you know what? What the Pret, innit? Fuck you. I mean, fuck y'all. I wanted to say that. Like, when you say fuck you, it sounds a bit raw and edgy. But still, yeah, man. Don't take no rudeness from no one, man. Are you mad? Paying big subscription and you don't even want to smile at, man. You don't even want to bend over backwards for, man. And the worst thing is, what are you not gonna do? It's lockdown. You know what I'm saying? You need to be treating your customers right and making sure they're loyal. So when this lockdown done and everyone comes back in December, everyone's running back in your store, innit? Think about the customer retention, playboy. Do you know what? I feel like this episode is going to be pure reg signal. But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I told you I was going to get in my bag and do my thing. And man got in the bag, innit? Got in the bag, and I'm frustrated because they were rude. They were rude. Like, imagine that. Go to a next branch at Argyle Street and no one's getting rude to me, you know? They're like, yeah, oat milk. Going to any other Pret, blending over backwards, conversation, going to this one, by God. There's certain times there's no one else in the shop, you know, and they're still rushed, still having a madness. There's only certain ones in there that are certy and treat man like a king and that, but the rest of them, you take my customer shit for granted. Are you mad? When I'm keeping you afloat, nah, I don't care. Like, bare people would accept the rudeness and not boycott, but I'm boycotting. I don't care. I am boycotting, because you can't be rolling your eyes at people, especially when you have the blood clot options, man. You know what I'm saying? Say if you gave me cafe con leche, yeah, and I don't drink cow's milk. You know what I'm saying? Remember what happened with the gal on the plane and that? And I don't want to be like grim and whatnot. I'm not being fuckery, but she ate the Pret sandwich and it didn't list the ingredients, and yous lot were embroiled in a fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But yet yous lot don't want to bend over backwards, yeah, and put oat milk in a my thing, and the person making a drink, the brewer, wants to get mad at me because I'm saying, nah, brother, I ordered an oat milk with my pumpkin spice latte, yeah? Nah, imagine that. getting rude to me. I've gone back to the server and said, yo, she's getting rude at me. You need to go and tell her that she shouldn't be getting rude at me. How's she getting rude at me? Hey, these people, you know, I don't know, man. They fuck with the wrong guy, I swear. You know what I'm saying? Then when I'm emailing it, they're talking about, oh, we can give your feedback to the manager. Like, what's that gonna do, fam? Refund and run me back the money for my subscription. You know what I'm saying? Must have lost your marbles. But yeah, I don't go in Pret no more. Are you mad? Most of the sandwiches I can make at home anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mad. But to be honest, if that little debacle didn't happen, I probably still would be paying like £20 on lunch. Because you know Pret sandwich, they cost like £15 and shit. Go in there, pick up 2-3 items. Left there now, and you done drop £50 or something. Teeth in Pret, are you mad? Teeth in. Nah, I can't lie, I'm burning fire on them. You know how much years I've been going to Pret? Fam, I've been putting in work in Pret, you know. I've put in work, fam. Nah, fuckery. I've put in so much work into that company. So much. You know what I'm saying? Are you mad? When man used to be on Cheapside, I used to go there every lunch break. And if they didn't have a chicken avocado sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Man like Rennie, yeah? Rennie and Ronaldo will make that from fresh for man. That's no cap. Guy in there, ask about me. You know what I'm saying? Guy in Cheapside, Top Shop, the one across from the Top Shop Pret, ask about me. They know. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Not mad. Don't want to put my oat milk in a madness. Not my, yo. I don't know who they take me for. You know, must take me for some idiot, you know. To ask about me, brother. Ask about me. And the madness is, you know, roll their eyes at me. I want to look round and do rare. Nah, brother. Mess with the wrong man. See, when I spend my money somewhere, it's a gift for me to spend my money in certain places. Especially them overpriced sandwiches. You must have lost your marbles. I can't believe it. I've been supporting Pret since October 2010. October 2010. In Pret Cheapside. Ask about me. They know about me. Pret know about me. Chicken avocado sandwich with a cider, salt and vinegar crisps. Yeah? And the little what's it? The little elderflower can drink. Ask about me, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Man putting work in that Pret. You don't need to recognise. He's like mad. Alright, this signal is looking off the charts, B. It's looking off the charts. But you know, when you're excited, trust me. So yeah, I don't know. I've just done what? You might as well call this about a 15-minute advert per Pret. You don't even deserve for me to speak on your name after the treatment that I got. And I hope your CEO listens to this. And I don't want I don't want no appeasement in regards to, like, you know, free sandwiches, free peas and whatnot. Nah, don't want that. I'm done with yous lot. I wouldn't step foot in a Pret again. Well, probably not the branch that's local to work and that, but you know, I can't leave the other man them in the lurch and the gal them in the lurch and that, cause you know, you guys are polite. More time when I'm in the city and whatnot, guy in there I can fill up a water bottle. You know, I like that. But this local one, trust me, it's running amok. And it's not even a full staff as well, you know, it's two people. But yeah, what the Pret? What the actual Pret? Getting fresh with, man, are you mad? Been putting in work in Pret since 2010. Cheapside Pret. You know what I'm saying? Been putting in work. Big up the man them in the Victoria Station branch. You know, I know you lot got me when I go in there. The one right next to the HSBC as well. Argyle Street man them. You done know it's all love. You get me? It's just your man them in. I need to cut that out still. But you know, I got love for you lot still. I got a love for you lot still, but you gotta let them know, you get me? Man's been putting in work in this thing. Ask anybody. They will see me with them Pret bags, lunch breaks for the past 10 years. You know how much money I put into that company? Brother, you mad? Chat to me like that, fam. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy some shares in McDonald's, because true say McDonald's own Pret, the biggest oxymoron, but I'm going to buy some shares in McDonald's, you get me? Have a share, I'll have a say, you get me? Man will be on the board and that, and I'll go in there and be like, yo, roll your eyes at me again. Roll your eyes at me again, I dare you, fam. Mad. This is actually fun. This is actually fun. This is actually fun. I don't know, I'm on a hype. But it's true. Make sure when you go into places to spend your money, make sure they put respect on you, innit? That's the best thing you could do. Make sure they put some respect on you, because they need to know the levels. They really do. They need to know the levels. And if they don't know the levels, make them know the levels, innit? Plain and simple. I don't know how I'm going to come down from this one. I don't even know if I'm going to record another episode today, car. I think I've expelled a lot of energy on this. And, you know, yeah. Yo, this has actually been fun. I should bonfire on things more often. What should I bonfire next? Or next? Who's violated? What company has violated me? Who's violated me? I could bonfire on a gym, you know. I could. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do you know what? Aside from that, I have no grievances. I was thinking to make a diss track. You know what I'm saying? Thinking to make a diss track about that Pret branch, you know. Just for comedy and that. But this podcast of whatever many minutes it's gonna end up as is enough in it. I'm out. I've really put in a lot of work into into getting it all out of my system. But yeah, do you know what? I do have a few days left on the subscription, but like I said, I haven't used it since whatever date in October. The last time when they tried to get fresh, I haven't used it. I think I haven't used it since the iPhone launch. I haven't, because that was the day they tried to get fresh with, man, telling me, nah, they're not going to make a chocolate frap with oat milk. Like, what are these people on? Like, do you know, as part of the subscription, you get every bloody brewable drink in any combination you like, and they are refusing that. I just don't know. Some people, they just have a bee under their bonnet for no reason. No reason at all. Imagine that. No reason at all. You're just going to refuse that. And I'm not being petty either. Like I said, I pay my money for a subscription. The least people can do is just be nice. That's all they have to do. Just grin and say, hi, how are you today? How's your morning? Strike up a conversation. But no, they don't want to do that. It's just like, come on, man. Basic customer service. How are you going to retain customers with sour face? It's like, the sour face and the poor customer service is not a stereotype of your establishment or company. It's not like when you walk into a West Indian takeaway and you're like, yo, can I get a cheesy beef patty and cocoa bread? It's not like someone's gonna go, when I have that. Whereas with this branch, like, you go in there a certain type of the day and they got no rascal art drinks. Like, how are you gonna run out of fresh brews and fraps? Like, come on, man, every time. You know, if you got a late lunch, you go in there, you ask for a bloody coffee. Oh, we got no more coffee. Like, how are you gonna not have no coffee? You know, I think that is a characteristic of that branch. They are just like a Jamaican takeaway, except that with a Jamaican takeaway, it's like part of the experience. You know what I'm saying? For someone to twist up their nose at you and kiss their teeth. And I'm not saying that every West Indian spot is like that, because they are not. You know what I'm saying? It's just stereotype that we all laugh at in the Jamaican community. I am Jamaican and proud, and we accept it and we laugh at it because it's true. People would tell you about themselves, about yourself in a West Indian takeaway. For somewhere like Pret, where you're going in there to buy a fucking £15 sandwich and a £50 drink, like, you know, we expect them to be nice. You know what I'm saying? We expect y'all to be nice and bend over backwards and be like, you know, I know you don't drink milk because you're lactose intolerant when it comes to cow's milk and shit, but you know what? I can give you oat milk, rice milk, coconut milk, rare milk, whatever, innit? Bloody hell. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just give me what I asked for, because the subscription says any brew drink, innit? Like, I'm done out here. I'm done with retailers, shop assistants taking the piss. I don't know if it's a microaggression thing. I don't know if it is whatever it is, innit? Like, I don't know. But do not in your life ever think that you can roll your eyes at me when I'm making like a reasonable request. Don't ever think that you are invincible enough for that to happen, innit? Because you're not. You are not. You are not. And Pret's customer services usually are shit as well. I can't lie. Absolutely atrocioni. Absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. You know what? I've just lost faith in you guys. Therefore, I've cancelled my subscription. I'm not renewing it. You know what I'm saying? And that ends a 10-year partnership. You know? Big up the man them on Cheapside, you know, like I said, legacy and that, you know. But, you know, your peoples down here, they fucked up the bag for you. You know, they fucked up the bag. I would have been a loyal subscriber. Anywhere I am, I use my tig in it. Like, always. I would have been a loyal subscriber, but, you know, your peoples, you know, your peoples down at the in a remote outpost of the Roman Empire, they fucked it up for you, innit? They fucked it up for you. I can't lie. They just effed it up, dropped the ball big time. You know what I'm saying? With their rudeness, with everything, they effed it up. But anyway, I said I was gonna go like 10 minutes ago, but I'm gonna bounce now. But yeah, remember, innit? ko-fi.com/0800YoFam. You know what? I'm gonna set up a Patreon too. I think it's about time, you know. I definitely think it's about time. I gotta monetize this shit somehow, some way, because my shit is funny and it is very good and it's gassy. But to be honest with you, man need to mash peas out of this stuff, innit? I can't lie. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. You know, man are out there making like meals. What's it? Man are sitting down listening to Joe Rogan for 3 hours. What is he talking about for 3 hours? No, I'm not even gonna dig, man. I don't want the Rogan hive to come after me still. But I'm just saying, innit? These podcasts are like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This one is over 35 minutes, but you know, who cares? But yeah, I'm just saying, innit? Like, man's just trying to make a bit of paper so I can continue doing this, you know, and leverage my time in the way of creating content rather than, you know, 38 hours in a building and that. You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. Holler at me, man. You get me? Go to that Ko-fi link. Stay tuned for the Patreon. Get it popping and that. And also, like I said, my books have been released. You know, you got Cogitation Part 2, discussing race and the conversations that we've had this year. You know, the allies, where are they now? You know, audio book available to stream through Apple Music, through Amazon, all of your popular places like Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. download the books off of iBooks, Amazon Kindle. If you go to Bandcamp actually and buy the album, you can get the ebook of Cogitation Part 2 as a free download. 0800 Yo Fam, the album's out. Like, go and cop that, man. Shit. Or if you want to support me even more, go to 0800yofam.com/shop. You know what I'm saying? You find all of the PDFs and the books there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm out. This was fun. This was actually fun. Peace.
Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it. Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it.
At Capella University, you're in control of your education. With the game-changing FlexPath format, you can set your own deadlines and move at your own pace. The faster you move, the more you save. Visit capella.edu to learn more.
Does every dollar you spend on your groceries create a healthier planet, build stronger communities, and help farmers get a fair wage for their work? They could. With Hungry Harvest, get a weekly box of rescued farm fresh produce and grocery staples that fight food waste and hunger delivered right to your door. Whether you customize or want to be surprised with our hand-picked variety of fruits and veggies, you'll save money and make a real impact. Sign up today and get 50% off your first harvest with code HUNGRY50 at hungryharvest.net.